y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sarah and I upload 2 times a week, so be sure to subscribe before you leave. Today was a requested tutorial on this look. I actually had this eye look on a previous video. It was my Net-a-Porter unboxing, and then someone wanted a tutorial, so that's what I'm bringing you guys today. I think that this look is great for Christmas parties that are coming up and for New Year's. If you're kind of looking for a neutral half cut crease, this is probably like my third or fourth cut crease ever, or half cut crease really. I'm not a super duper expert. I feel like it's pretty easy. You just have to take your time and not rush through it. I tried to keep it very nice and elegant and not over the top. The palette that I'm going to be using today for the look is going to be the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. I feel like everyone and their mom and their dog has this palette. It is not limited edition. It is $42, I believe. I just want to pause this video really quick to let you guys know that the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette is 20% off right now at Ulta.com and in stores, and it ends on December 24th, so go snag it while you can. And I'll leave it linked down below, but it is such a great palette. I contemplated getting it, and then I finally got it, and then I used it a few times. I put it away, and then I found my love for this palette again, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Look at all those warm tones. There's a couple cool tones in there, but for the most part, it is such a stunning palette, and the packaging is just absolutely beautiful. I'm going to be using mainly 3 shades and then like a smidge of a 4th shade. Very minimal with this eye look. I hope you guys enjoy it. Super easy to follow, I hope. Let's just go ahead and get started. First shade I'm going to take from the palette is this one right here called Tempura. This shade right here, I'm going to use that to set the entire eye. It's not shimmery, but it's kind of just like this strange like satin type shade. This is just a Real Technique setting brush. I am setting, you know, lid all the way to underneath the brow, just blending it out a little bit. Next color I'm going to take is Raw Sienna, which is this color right here. I'm going to take a Bogacci smudge brush, and it's just a synthetic blending brush like this. I'm going to put that above the crease a little bit. This is going to kind of be like our blown out type of eye look, and then I'm going to drag it all the way into the inner corner. And then I'm also going to do inward flicking motions like this, and then I'm going to take some more of that color and bring it onto the outer V, and I guess the from like here and this way. On a Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush, I'm going to take the shade Burnt Ochre. It's such a beautiful color. We're going to put that right into the crease. And then we're also going to flick that into the outer half of the eye. To do like the half cut crease, I'm going to use concealer. You can use eyeshadow primer, which I tried eyeshadow primer in my unboxing video of my Net-a-Porter, but I kind of didn't like how that went on, so I'm going to go ahead and use concealer. This is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic, and this one's in the shade 06, which I think it's also known as Glow. I'm going to take this Real Techniques, it's just a small detail flat brush. I put some on the back of my hand. I'm going to put some on kind of like the middle, because I had to blink so that way I can see where the concealer is going to transfer. So you can see where the concealer transferred, and then I can start sketching my inner half cut crease. So I'm going to start at the inner corner and then kind of just follow where the transfer is on the top part of the lid, like in that crease area where I'm cutting it out. I hope all this is making sense. Then I'm going to take this flat eyeshadow brush, and it came with a Ulta palette. We're going to take this shade right here called Primavera. And it's just this beautiful gold champagne shimmer shade, and I'm just going to pat that onto where we put that concealer. And you can spray your brush with any type of setting spray if you want, or any type of like face mist to kind of intensify the look, but I really didn't do that just because I like how the shimmer shade stands on its own. I'm gonna go back to my Luxie small tapered blending brush, and with no product on it, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that line. I always like to tilt my head back just because I can see if that line is well blended or not. I'm also trying to compare both eyes as well. If you feel like you've over blended, you can always go back with that shimmer shade and just touch up where you lost some of that. Go back in with the blending brush and just very lightly blend that back in. I'm going to use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is actually a dupe for the Kat Von D. However, this is like way more pigmented, and you have to be careful not to like press it really hard on the eye because it will bleed. I'm gonna go ahead and peel that off. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and kind of just tap that out to like blend where it lifted off the foundation. For the lower lash line, I'm going to use, again, the Luxie 231 tapered blending brush. I'm going to take raw sienna. I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. I'm going to go back into burnt orange, also put that on the lower lash line, just blending those together. And then we're going to add one more just for a little bit of depth. And then with a Luxie 223 short shader brush, looks like this. I'm going to take the shade Cypress Umber, which is this shade right here. Take that very lightly on the brush, and we're going to run that between the lashes. And I'm only going to stop like halfway. I'm not going to take it all the way in. For the waterline, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon. This is in the shade Calling Your Buff, and it looks like this. It's the really long ones. I'm going to curl my lashes to prep them for falsies. My all-time favorite lashes are from Kiss, and they are called the Ritzy lashes. Just really nice and fluffy, and I like how they go from short to long. That's my personal preference. They have a very thin lash band, and they're super comfortable. They're just so affordable. Everyone is different with this step, but I like to put a coat of mascara with my lashes to kind of make them look like one. Some people are kind of against that because it shortens like the lifespan of the eyelashes. If you take care of your lashes and you sanitize them and clean them, you could get about 4 uses out of these little like $4.99 ones, $5 ones, because the eye look is kind of warm and peachy. So I think I'm gonna go with this Urban Decay. It is called the Vice Waterproof Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. It's in the shade Amulet. And it's just a little tiny little guy like this. I can't remember where I got him. Probably like a Sephora Play or something like that. Alright y'all, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you found it helpful, please leave it a big thumbs up. Lets me know that you also enjoyed it. Also be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Have a blessed day, have a safe and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!